Hello everyone, this is going to be a tutorial on devotional songs in the key of A flat. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Your 1 is A flat, your 2 is B flat, 3 is C, 4 is D flat, your 5 is E flat, 6 is F, 7 is G, your 1 is A flat. We're going to begin with the first part of the devotional songs, which begins on a bass run. It's going to be based off of the A flat. The notes for that bass run are A flat, C, D flat, D, E flat, F, G flat, G, back to your A flat. All together it sounds like this. Comes back to the 1. You can go either down to your C or you can go up to your C. And what I mean by that is you can start on the A flat, go down to the C, walk back up to the A flat, or you can start on your A flat, go up to the C, to the E flat, come down to the F, G flat, G, then back to your A flat. So if you were to go up, you would go A flat, C, D flat, D, E flat, down to the F, G flat, G, back up to the A flat. That bass run sounds like this. Another way that you can do this bass run is to go it would be to start on your A flat, walk down to the E flat by going A flat, G flat, F, E, E flat, then walk back up to the A flat from the F, F, G flat, G, A flat. Again, it's A flat, G flat, F, E, E flat, F, G flat, G, back to the A flat. Things that you can do in your right hand, you can play this chord. I'm going to call it an A flat 13 chord. I hope that's correct, but most importantly is that you have the notes that you need to play, which are G flat, B flat, D flat, and F. So I will play that using this chord so you get an idea of how it sounds. But before I even do that, let me give you an intro that you can do to open up your songs. And that would be this. Over the C, you can play G flat, B, and E flat. Up to D flat major over D flat, which is F, A flat, and D flat. Over the D flat bass, down to D. Still playing that same D flat major chord, which is F, A flat, and D flat. Up to E flat in the bass with an A flat major chord, which is E flat, A flat, and C. So all together it sounds like this. Then you can play this chord over E flat, which is G, B, D flat, and G flat. So all together it would sound like this. Then you would go to your A flat and go right into that bass run. I'm going to do that using this chord. So that's how it would sound using that particular chord. There's a lot of options you have, things you can do in your right hand using that bass run. The way the song works is you go through this A flat run once. Second time around you stop on the G, because then you're going to go to the next part of the song, which is a run based off of the D flat. So a few other things you can do while you're playing that A flat run is you can play these chords, G flat, B, and E flat, to that D flat major chord, which is F, A flat, and D flat, to an A flat major chord, which is E flat, A flat, and C, down to I believe that's an A flat diminished chord, up to an A flat major chord. So it sounds like this. And it's going from that first chord, G flat, B, and E flat, to D flat major, to A flat major, to the diminished chord, up to A flat major. You can go up higher on the keyboard and walk down with that same chord progression. So I'll play it this time around using that. So that's one thing that you can do over that A flat bass run. Something else that you can do is that will be playing the D, E flat, and the A flat. I keep my finger on the A flat. I'm going to move just the two fingers that are on the D and the E flat. I'm going to move them to D flat and F. So what I'm really playing right now is the D flat major chord. So I'm going from D, E flat, and A flat to D flat, F, and A flat to B, E flat, and A flat. And then I end it with this chord, which is A flat, B flat, E flat, and A flat. And hit that twice. So you're going. Just takes a little practice. So that's something else you can do. I'll do it this time around doing that. From there, from this G, you're going to go to the second part of your song, which is a bass run based off of the D flat. Those notes are D flat, F, G flat, G, A flat, B flat, B, C, and D flat. Again, that's D flat, F, G flat, G, A flat, B flat, B, C, back to the D flat. From the G, when you're playing your A flat bass run, you can either go down to the D flat, or you can go up to the D flat. It's your preference. Over that, you can play B, E flat, F, and A flat. Or you can play B, E flat, F, and B flat. Or you can also play that A flat diminished chord. So I'm going to play that A flat bass run, the D flat bass run all together so you can see what it sounds like. Once you come back to the D flat, it's a transition back to your A flat bass run. And the chords you want to play when you get to the D flat, you're going to play B, E flat, F, and A flat. You're going to hit that twice. You're going to play the A flat diminished chord over D, up to A flat major over E flat. And you just play that one time. So it sounds like this. From that E flat, I use my pinky, go back to the F, G flat, G, back to the A flat. That's what takes you back to your one. So once you're back at your one, you're going to do that A flat bass run. From the one, you're going to go C, D flat, D, E flat. Once you get to that E flat, you're going to do a 7-3-6 chord progression. So let me play it thus far, using all those chords. When I got back to the A flat, I went back to that A flat 13th chord and just kind of held it. Now, to get to your 7-3-6 chord progression, you can just play it if you'd like to. Using melodies, B flat to C, playing F, B flat, and D flat over the G. When you get to your C, you're playing E, A flat, B flat, and E flat. When you get to the F, you're playing E flat, G, A flat, and C. That's one way of doing it. You can also walk down to the G using the B flat. So once you are at your E flat from your A flat run, go to B flat, walk down chromatically to the G. When you get to G, you need to hit the chord at the same time, which is F, B flat, and D flat. D flat to get to the C, you can use E to get to the F. So what it sounds like is, I just hit the notes before the note that I want it to go to. From there, you're going to do a 2-5-1 chord progression but you can also use the notes before it to fill it in. So what that would sound like is walk back up using those chords from the intro. Once you get to E flat, you play E to the F. Over the F, you're going to play E flat, G, and C. Use A to get to the B flat. Over B flat, you're going to play A flat, D, and G. Use E to get to the E flat. Over E flat, you'll play G, D flat, and G flat. Use the G to get to the A flat. And you can come back to your A flat 13 chord and you just start your song all over again. Using those same chords from the intro. Walk back up to the E flat, play this chord over the E flat, and then go right back into it. Now I'm going to play the whole thing all the way through. Pretty much the basics of it. Those chords can apply to any parts of the song. It's just your timing and your rhythm, but you don't have to just stick to playing them to that A flat bass run or the D flat bass run. You can mix them up and play them how you like to and make it your own. So I hope that helped, and if you have any questions,